Greens and Weens, E3 2015's reactions! And I discovered that Bethesda's conference was 2 hours, 2.5 hours long?
2 hours 30 somewhat minutes, I think it was.
Nah!
Oh, I ended up watching it all this morning, but fuck it.
Do you know how long that would take me to make the video, process it, export it, upload it?
Fuck all that shit.
2.5 hours!
20 minutes.
And it's like they got like 3 big games.
4.
Okay. Weens has watched it, I haven't. I didn't watch it live, it was 3 in the morning. I was like, oh, I'll react to it in the morning, I'll try and avoid spoilers. I didn't avoid many spoilers.
Already 4 big games, actually.
Weens got hype, so I'm hoping I'll get hype. So
I did get hype.
let's get into this.
Okay.
We reacted into it for it's starting now.
Yep.
However, because we can't be asked to react to the whole thing, we're watching GameSpot's version of the events.
20 minutes will do.
Shout out to GameSpot! Some of the best video content regarding gaming you can see. Legit.
Let's just talk right off the top shelf. Number 1, we have a date, November 10, 2015, this year, within a number of months.
Is that?
That did come around quick.
A handful.
5.
Close
Yeah.
enough that I am now going to have to
E3 here
schedule
came
holiday
came
time to make
fast.
sure that I have
It's
my
already
week
here. It's already going down.
It's, there is a free...
Oh my god, did you hear about the Nintendo World Championships last night?
I don't think so.
Fuck Bethesda.
In a little bit.
They announced the first Earthbound games coming.
Oh wait, yeah, I did see that actually, yeah.
There's a new 3DS game called, I think it's Blast Ball or some shit.
What?
It's football, but with guns.
Really?
Yeah.
We should watch that at some point.
It's a giant ball, you're all in robots and you're shooting it into the goal.
That's cool.
Oh, here we go.
Their face to make it look like whatever you
No
want.
slide bar, son.
But what surprised me about this demo is his wife
Really?
is awkwardly standing
Yeah,
over
that's
his
how you
shoulder.
edit your face.
And then they swapped her in, and it turns out you can play as a woman in Fallout 4, so those rumors were correct.
Yes,
The
yes.
casting.
You can play as a woman. That's
Yeah,
good.
but like when you want to switch between a woman, it's like, oh, she's like, oh, I want to use the mirror, and then you change her instead, don't you?
Yeah.
That's quite
Before
cool.
the war happens, which is
I was worried there was no female protagonist. This is a relief.
After this, there's a sort of a...
Yeah, there's gonna be females.
Down the next couple of minutes of the early part of the game before the war eventually came to US shores.
You can just become a black guy just by standing there. That's incredible.
No plastic surgery, no slide bars.
Yeah, based on the parents. Oh, conversations. Look at this. No more awkwardly zooming in on faces, Lucy.
Yeah, look at that.
It's almost L.A. Noire, isn't it?
Zoomed in on that guy.
Yeah, right.
No, it's just, yeah, and it's fully voiced.
Yeah.
I think that's another big thing is that all the main characters are fully voiced, and while the facial animations still look a little
Aren't all Fallout
bit,
games fully voiced?
I thought the last one was.
Like, eyes aren't quite as lifeless as they
Fallout
were
3 was, wasn't it? I never played.
Kevin,
New
what do you
Vegas.
think
Fallout
about
3 and New Vegas are fully voiced.
Yeah, I thought
I'm pretty sure.
RPG games fully voiced for a while, sort of.
Baffling,
It's
anyway.
always been languishing a little bit back, or rather Bethesda games have been.
Pretty sure it was.
What do you think of that addition?
Yeah, this is really exciting. I mean, everything about the presentation was actually really getting
It does
me
look
excited.
really
Yeah,
beautiful.
sometimes
It does, doesn't it? Although apparently people have been moaning about the graphics as well.
Yeah, it's because it's supposed to be the same engine as before, and like, that may be true, but
Yeah. I think it looks nice though.
The Witcher is doing this cool stuff. Dragon Age is doing this cool
Bethesda's
stuff.
always just done the same engine, but it's just they've tweaked it a bit.
Yeah.
It's always been that way.
And their games have always worked as well, so.
Well, they work after a few patches.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which
But yeah.
exist in Fallout lore is the idea of cryogenic stasis. There was Vault Zero, which I think was part of.
So have they confirmed the like
which was one of the,
pre-bomb
vaults in which,
thing to be
somebody who
playable?
had been around during the 2017
Yeah, like-
was able to come out.
Well, yeah,
Or the descendants
it's
who,
obviously not happened.
Is it
when you
only
start the
just?
game.
Oh, it's just in the intro to it.
Yeah, the intro to the game basically all
Okay.
goes down.
Okay. For some reason,
You thought it was like after.
no. It was like there was like potentially memory segments. I was thinking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like you're thinking about how shit went down before it went down.
Yeah.
There's still a sense of.
But yeah, man, what's been pointed
Intro
out
makes
quite a
sense.
bit is like the sky in it. I think the sky does look nice.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
like it was more gloomy
That's
before, wasn't
pretty
it?
real. You can.
You can understand why they made it gloomy
Okay,
before.
it looks really good.
It does, don't it?
Bushes and whatnot, or what we see in the
I can
Yeah,
imagine
look at that.
myself really enjoying this game. To
That's
be honest.
really good.
He's just seen all of his friends friends and family.
I'm finally seeing that generation
The
gap.
world I know.
I wonder if
In the new
water's,
games.
I wonder if the water's gonna fuck with you again, like
They
in
pushed the
Fallout
idea
3.
of the third person in Skyrim.
I'll give you radiation and shit.
No, I
Probably.
really liked it.
That was
maybe
fucked
it'll
up.
work
Maybe
a
the
little
stream
bit
will be alright though, but it's like
Yeah, like,
stagnant
look at
water,
that.
that's
Yeah,
radiation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interface, I think. I think they'll be adjusting that when it comes time for me. to
Drink
play.
out of a toilet
I'm
light.
sure they'll let you. And then, yeah, they show off, this is Codsworth, the robot, which was the family's de facto mechanical
So,
slave.
Fallout universe is kind of weird because it's almost like a 1950s super advanced 1950s.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that though, it's kind of cool because it gets like the little era in there so everyone
Yeah.
kind of dresses really funky, I guess. Obviously not in this, but you know what I mean?
It's
Kill him if you want, you can
over.
continue on with the quest,
Ain't it?
which was one of the sort of the main pillars of Bethesda's games, is the ability to just murder.
That's
anyone you
impossible.
want. The idea that
Apparently
you
not,
have
son.
all the
Ain't it?
choice in the
It's
world
going down now.
to do what you wanted.
And just like I wanted. Look
I get the feeling the frame rate will be dog shit though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like for like a month after release, frame rate will be dog shit and there'll be bare bugs.
Just
Probably.
in terms of the voice acting, they're
Can't really
just
expect much
constantly
more.
Yeah.
I like the way that it's also saying you okay. It's almost like Witcher style, letting you know if this is a dialogue option with a different color that you're going to dive into for
Yeah.
a little bit longer. But pushing on from this, we then saw later the gas station that we saw in the trailer, and the little doggy. Alexa, you must be very happy.
I'm really excited that you can command the dog. It sort of reminds me of the Call of Duty a couple of years back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Riley.
The
Riley,
dog,
yeah.
Riley,
Riley.
where you could
Hopefully, it
give
doesn't
him
remind
commands.
you too much of Riley.
No, not too much. I mean, they're sort of, they look similar, but not too much. But they said contextual commands.
Ready to fuck
So
some
it's
shit
not
up.
quite controlling the dog, but it's
What just
still, it's
happened?
Like the
That's
dog
literally what he said, it was part of the trailer, innit?
navigating the
Oh.
landscape and you surviving, which I think is, yes.
This,
Okay.
It reminds me of the dog from what is that? The
Fable 2?
Yeah,
no,
man.
the Ubisoft game.
That looks really good.
Innit?
Valiant Hearts, where you can
Oh,
send the dog
right.
to go
Yeah.
pick things up and get them.
Fucking
Yeah,
centuries.
it looks way more interesting than the last two Fallout games did, and that was my problem with the first two. Like, the world really bored me.
Yeah. Honestly, I've only played Fallout 3, so
Then they showed off as well.
it does look more interesting than that.
Yeah.
though.
It's just the world in Fallout really bored me because it was all just wasteland.
Yeah.
It has to
They
be.
showed off a lot of Boston as
Because
well.
that's the universe,
There's
but
more you can do with it.
yeah,
It
it's just
certainly looked a lot more.
Oh, it doesn't have to just be mouldy or everywhere, does it?
it is though.
Look mouldy
But
there.
this looks much better. This looks much more interesting.
Well, you know, this is it.
Certainly though, Fallout 3 in New Vegas, very boring world. And in Fallout 3 I liked the story, and as a result I just went through the story. And I
Yeah.
didn't do any side quests in Fallout 3. Then in New Vegas I did some more side quests, but I never fucking ended up finishing it. I've spent hours on both games, but it's like,
Cockroaches, we saw,
You liked New Vegas more, didn't
we saw
you?
mole rats.
I don't know.
One of the concept
Like I said, I've spent hours on both games, but at the end of it all, I'm not even sure if I know what it's about, know what it's like. I finished Fallout 3 and I'm still thinking, do I even like Fallout? I don't
I
know.
never finished it. Did you find Liam Neeson?
I finished it.
Your old dad.
Oh, I found Dad.
Because
Because he helps you at the end. Spoiler alert!
The first game that had for flying
this.
in their
Oh.
engine was the
Killer Teddy Bear.
one of the expansion packs for Skyrim. that you
Yeah, man,
fly around,
jetpacks.
So I guess they pulled that stuff in.
Jetpacks.
Jetpacks.
They
Yeah.
showed so much. I don't think I've ever seen a press
Oh my
conference
God.
where they've shown this much.
This is a lot of
I
stuff.
think
For
this
one
is
game.
Yeah,
like
and
going in the,
looks really good.
in the record books or Hall of Fame or B3 for most groundbreaking, most impactful conference.
Right,
Because
yeah.
the sheer amount of volume. Look at this. Take that megaton.
God.
Right.
And you know what? Like, good on Bethesda for waiting until the game was almost done to announce it.
But even,
Good on them.
But
Thank
even
you.
then, they weren't finished. They showed off that big gameplay montage after
Yeah.
waxing lyrical
Mhm.
about the game forever,
Yep.
and then they pull you back in
And
and show you all this stuff. Like
Hey,
they
look at all the
basically.
shit we
the
can let
body-
you do
So
now.
this is Half-Fire basically, but
Oh.
yeah, really expanded.
It's think about what's happened in the world since the last Fallout game came out. Games like Rust and looking at like online survivor games, and not only can you build your own house, but you can build your own community.
Yeah.
And defenses. I mean, it looks like there's going to be some kind of like defense mini game here
Same as
where
it's
you're like you're
tower
going to be
defense.
attacked.
Did you see the there was a great tower defense mod? for
What is
Skyrim
happening?
that someone made.
basically, he's
I would love
building
if
his
this
own
was a game
civilization, like his
for
own little town, innit?
So in this,
I
you
like
can
his-
build your
you've
own
got to
house,
upload.
you can, store
weapons and that and
places
shit,
where you
basically
can
stuff to
buy
protect you, because
stored
apparently raiders will
weapons.
come in and
You
like
make
try and ransack your
terminals,
village and kill
and
your
then
people, innit?
presumably probably program them like.
Sounds
the idea
crazy,
that you
don't
could
it?
do all
Like,
this for a house and then also set up electrical.
I'm well
things, and you had
interested to
basically
play this shit,
collect
I am,
water,
so.
food for the people who lived in your Fallout. And all this is actually optional. It's like not necessarily part of the core Fallout 4 experience.
And now you can carry
Yeah.
40,000 pounds in your inventory.
Oh yeah, have they talked about encumbrance yet?
Yeah.
Not yet, but I have to assume. Please help me raise it a little bit. This is a lot of crap to carry around.
I think it's
And
cool,
all
but
these jerk-
it makes sense for a Fallout game.
Innit?
This seems like the next logical
If that
step.
wasn't enough, then they
And it
show
looks
off
like
that,
it could be
you know,
fun.
Apart from going around collecting
Um,
loot and then building.
I'm
your
struggling
own
to put it
world,
all together in my head at the moment. That yeah, it looks really awesome.
Yeah, it just looks mad.
Looks
Yeah,
fun.
Not even weapon components, but power armor.
It seems like one of those things where I probably spend more time doing that in the main game.
It got
No,
really
she made a
gritty here.
Post on
You're
Facebook
like, oh,
about
you don't
that
have to
earlier.
do any of this stuff. He's like, oh, by the way, this is just there if you kind
Yeah.
of
That's cool
want
as well,
it.
like editing
It's
your
all,
weapons
like,
and
like,
that.
this is all stuff we did. We made this iPhone
Yeah,
game on the
that is
site.
cool.
Oh yeah, by the way, like you can play video games on the Pip-Boy
Oh
now.
my god.
And listen to tapes on
Kind
the
of like a
Pip-Boy.
Donkey Kong kind of
Yes.
game
Yeah.
right there, yeah.
And then just when you thought there wasn't enough of this madness, they announced that an actual physical Pip-Boy is also.
I mean, why wouldn't you though?
With
Any-
Just
and yeah,
stick your
basically,
phone
yeah.
in that. And
No, they just said you put your
suddenly
phone
it's
in there
like,
and
oh.
use the app in it.
It's got a touchscreen. It's
works
actually
like
more
that.
advanced than the real Pip-Boys. Who's picking one of these up?
Absolutely.
Everyone.
I'll totally get one.
I literally
Everyone.
can't even with that Pip-Boy.
I don't even know what I would do with it. Where would I wear it? Would I wear it?
All day,
Can you
every
imagine?
day.
Can you imagine? You just think about all the people who walk around San Francisco with Apple Watches on. It could be a
We'd
real.
all be
this is-
walking around with just
yeah.
these Pip Boys all day long.
This is some next level nerddom.
Yeah.
It's like listening to I don't want to see the world on fire over and over and over. Or Three Dog. You might be able to get Three Dog on it all the time.
Oh.
Could just get his own radio station.
They're loving this Pip-Boy, aren't they?
Suddenly I don't know.
Wow.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then at the end they dropped the bombshell. I guess 11-11-11 was what they did for Skyrim.
Sure. So
Yeah.
11, 10,
Vault
15.
111. Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
10th of November 2015 we'll be able to play Fallout 4. I actually cannot think of an E3 game announcement that's had this much impact. I know it's like
No.
I don't know.
caught up in the server.
Yeah.
But Kevin, can you think of
Fallout
anything
4, yeah, should be cool.
been quite
Great.
as
I don't know.
overtaken
No, it looks really cool. I like the
No.
town building.
Oh, so I'm going to buy it.
Fortifying shit's
Well,
cool.
Kevin Van Ort's
Graphics
lost
and
the
world
word.
looks much
It's
more
finally happened.
interesting.
What do I qualify it?
But
What do I qualify
right
it?
here and now,
No.
I
There's
so
a
do
big
not
trailer,
want
the
another
Killzone
huge
2
game.
trailer.
I fucking do.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
because we can believe
Especially at the end of The
this.
Witcher.
This
Yeah,
is
I mean,
actually
like-
gameplay.
Like, I haven't even got that
The
to
only
look forward to
moment
anymore.
I've got
That's
way
like
too many bits of huge games to
similar
play, man.
reaction was the Xbox One PS4 price thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I
just-
reckon I
just
would
the
have fully
moment
loved this
everyone
shit, you know.
No, and that's basically what happened in this war room when they
Yeah.
announced the release date.
But I think this was better.
This was
won
better.
out.
I can wait
Yeah, 100%.
for it.
How many days until November 10th, 2015? 148 days, 4 hours, 24 minutes, and 36 seconds. That's how long we have to wait to play Fallout 4. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to
I
say
need to
about
go
that.
into
to be
cryostasis
frankly honest.
now.
Yes.
Just so that, like, tomorrow it'll just be here.
Let's all go into cryostasis, but stay tuned to GameSpot.com for continuing coverage of Fallout 4 for the next 148 days. We've also got a bunch of other games to talk about here. Another one they showed off, they started the show off with, actually, was Doom. I was left a bit cold with this
Doom?
one. What did you think, Lucy?
I was excited because they said it was id Tech 6. Or 666 as they call it, and I was like, so I was spending the whole thing like looking at it, and then I was like, it looks pretty.
Slash the shirt,
It's not
Waynes.
that pretty.
It was
That
okay.
What did you think
616
about the
shit.
locomotion in it, Kevin?
Suck me fucking
Was it
dick,
supposed to be
bitch.
fast?
So Doom has always been,
Yeah.
it feels way more fast than that to me.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, it just felt thing.
I think for the demo though. I mean, obviously when
Okay,
you're
it looks shiny.
fast paced and whatever, but I think for a demo you can't put that
Wait.
on screen because if you're showing off your engine as
Yeah,
well,
they did say
especially
that
for
this
the
is
first
meant to
time
be a
properly, you
part
want
of
to
the
be
level
able
when you're in hell or
to say to
whatever.
people, look at all this crap we built.
Yeah.
Like, look at
Makes
it. Look
sense.
at how good it looks.
Yeah.
It does look pretty
Well,
brutal.
You're not going to
Gun.
appreciate this when you play it.
Makes
Look at
sense.
it now.
Every time he lifted up a gun, I was like, oh, look at the gun.
It does look beautiful, but he's moving real slow.
Now, it's
Yeah.
like,
I did like that
okay. I was
animation.
like,
So
when
this
you,
is
when
the
you
gun.
were
Okay.
ripping
It seems
off
to
the dead
have some
body and
weird
the guy was,
action
you know,
things
there
as well.
was
I hope they
force
show it,
behind
like when
it.
you do
I
a
like
melee
that.
attack.
So this was the
Yeah.
demo
Right,
they
you damage
showed
him a bit, and it
afterwards,
seems
but
to
the
literally
original
he'll
part
attack
of
wherever
this
you're aiming
they
on the
showed
body
off
sort
was
of thing,
on
you know what I
a
mean?
straight up,
Oh, there's one where he just looks at his leg
Oh,
and literally
you
stabs it.
hold the fucking
Definitely based on
phone.
the
How
same
long was that
role
fucking
that
animation
was,
for that chainsaw kill?
three in terms
Oh,
of
so
Oh my god, another long animation.
There's many animation. What I was on about is the animation thing,
that whole
obviously, that
section
goes
they
on as
showed
well.
off introduced a bunch of the weapons that were on offer. They
I hope he
showed
does
the
it.
shotgun, the super shotgun. They also showed off a lot of these contextual
A few of them look
deaths
cool.
that
They're going for the whole gruesome
Yeah.
thing, obviously, with the
A lot of
animations, but
environmental stuff as well.
Was it
Like
just me?
really big explosions by shooting things in the environment, which is cool.
Was it just me or did you guys think that they were repeating a lot of those death sequences over and over again?
I saw.
So,
quite a few
wait, is this some sort of creating mode?
yeah,
Okay.
you have to be able to like create and share your levels.
Okay, no, that's cool. Really like that.
Where it was just like the leg left.
Obviously, yeah,
standing
people are going to put some sick levels out there, and even if
Absolutely.
you don't like the creator yourself, you can always play other people.
Exactly.
Which is always fun to do.
I mean, for me, I'm thinking that's why I'm going to buy Mario Maker.
Yeah, ready to play other people's levels,
yeah.
innit?
I won't make any levels myself, I'm shit at that.
I'll probably try.
I'll just make bollocks ones. Can never be asked.
I know what you mean.
Hordes and hordes of enemies, and if you're setting it right, you're in a difficulty that actually feels like it's challenging. Obviously, they can't show that off at a conference and have you dying over and over again.
You see, this looks like Doom. The way he's just weaving next through that pillar over and over, just shooting off rockets.
Innit? Just
That was Doom.
needs them man dead, innit?
I'm just bored by a lot of this, honestly, and I feel
Serious
bad
Sam was
because
crazy,
I know
wasn't
that
it?
some of my Twitter feed was like,
Serious Sam.
He's fucking next level.
It was basically Doom now. I was thinking that a few minutes ago. I was like, fucking Serious Sam is already a thing. It's already 3D Doom. So why hasn't Doom done it yet?
Yeah.
Like, it's just is what it is, and I just kind of expected more, I guess. It doesn't mean that I don't think a game can just be... It's okay for a game to just be fun, but I'm just looking at it
Yeah.
thinking, but what is it that this is bringing me that I can't already get in Painkiller and a bunch of other games that feel very much like this?
It felt to me like the type of game that's been passed through a bunch of different public testing and just rounded off, because not only like they're returning all these games like that, BF3,
That guy looks cool.
1000, whatever's back.
Yeah.
Like they're showing off the plasma gun, they're showing off all of these guns, and they all look like the same great thing. It is basically shooting projectiles. There was no like feeling of, oh, this is like different, like there was in so many of those games. Like Quake 2 is like the best grenades in video game ever. Like the railgun. You think, like, to me, this felt more like a Quake. I even said Quake there. This felt more like a Quake in terms of your ability to just mow down tons and tons of enemies.
Yeah,
I don't know. To me, this didn't feel like a Doom at all.
And I was thinking of Unreal when during moments like this where he's just switching between the different types of weapons and thinking, oh, that's kind of like a little bit like Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, I don't know what he
Regardless of our
means.
impressions of the gameplay, they showed off some other stuff. Snap
If you're going through hell, it should be hard as fuck.
Yeah, innit?
There'll always be nightmare mode, but
dick pics around the world in Doom.
this doesn't look like Doom to me. It doesn't. I mean, it looks beautiful, but
modular levels.
Does look nice, doesn't it?
gameplay-wise, I'm not currently impressed right now. I really don't like the kill animations because, like,
To be honest, I thought that was the best bit of the whole fucking video.
absolutely not. Like, because thing is, when you play Doom, you are killing man with chainsaw fucking 3 times every couple of seconds.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want a fucking animation in between each kill.
Oh, no, I wasn't on about that animation, but still. I know exactly what you mean, so... Especially if there's bad people you're trying to get through, innit?
This shit as well. Yeah, okay, it does look cool, but Doom was about killing shit and going fast, because if you don't go fast, you die.
Yeah.
You don't have time to stand around. I don't know.
I guess I'm going to try and update it, but...
Not impressed.
To be honest,
didn't need to update shit.
Not really too bothered about it either, but there you go.
I'm glad they finished.
I would like that to be good, because I like Doom, just not a look
I
at
remember
that.
literally back in the day when I was a kid watching my granddad play Doom all the time on his PC, but besides that, I've never really played it, so...
Fun, but beyond that,
It's there.
It's there.
Game.
Alright, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let us know what you think of Doom in the comments. Are we being a little bit too tough on it? Or were you disappointed as well? Or did you think it looked pretty badass? Let us know down below. Alright, we've got a bunch more games to get through. Next up, Dishonored Dose.
Oh my god.
Looks like
Called
Emily
it.
Caldwin's back as well. Alright,
Yeah,
who's
this
the
next
biggest Dishonored
game.
fan here?
Let's go.
Alright, go for it. What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm
Dishonored
really
2 looked pretty obvious to me.
that it picks up from the last game. I really like.
I don't want to play it because I never played the first one.
Isn't that more reason to want to play the first one?
Spoil it because they announced
Yeah, but I haven't been able to
they did.
So if
until
you
now.
haven't played Dishonored yet, it's coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, so I won't spoil it.
Very good.
Emily is a very important character. for
I
the
predicted
Just
this.
another fucking remake, but at least it's a remake that I can play and, you know what I mean?
I
'Cause wanted to play the
predicted a
second one.
Dishonored Definitive
Oh, I
Edition.
wasn't surprised, son.
But
I was actually thinking, did Breen say this in that chat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said it to you ages ago.
You probably did.
I'm pretty sure I said, one game that I think is going to get a definitive edition is Dishonored.
Boy, I really liked what I saw.
So you can play as both her.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly surprised. You know what I mean?
Okay. It looks great. It looks like the world.
No, that's not surprising.
It's a little bit more evolved.
But yeah, obviously I'm interested because I wanted to play the first one.
Yeah. I really like the look of the world, but I played the first one for about 5 minutes and I just don't get on with stealth.
No,
Yeah.
Can't be arsed with it. It's just...
No man, some stealth games I like, some I don't. Obviously I like Metal Gear Solid, I'm obviously a big fan of that, but...
I'm always pressured in a game. I feel pressured to try and get the good ending. If you haven't got the good ending, you basically haven't done the
You
game.
feel shit at it, you lot.
Yeah. And it's like, in Dishonored, you want the good ending, you kill pretty much no one, if possible. And I can't be arsed.
Shit, man.
I remember playing it, I snuck up to a guy, I got spotted, and straight away I said, you know what? This game isn't even worth it. It wasn't grabbing me at the beginning, and it needed to, because I was on edge.
Yeah.
I was on the edge. It didn't. It looks so cool though. The world looks so awesome. I mean, obviously this is like the CGI stuff, CGI trailers.
Oh, son.
But the art design
There it is.
is great.
Yeah, generally.
Yeah, the art, the way they make shit look,
yeah.
they do a fantastic job.
But yeah, it looks cool.
Look at that shit.
Innit?
Excited to see more, really.
It's incredible art. Is that a female protagonist?
Yeah, like you can pick between a guy or a
Oh,
girl.
okay.
Apparently she was in the first one.
Okay, well, it's still cool. I was going to say, a sole female protagonist would actually have been awesome if like they focused the story around her.
Yeah, apparently there might be slight differences, but you know what I mean.
Yes, Phil Wade 75 before the show said, "Do you think there'll be a Dishonored remake?"
I prefer games that have a fixed gender. I want to play as the character instead of my own character.
I don't know, sometimes I'm a bit mixed, you know what I mean? It's nice to make your own character, but sometimes if it's got a good enough story, then it's good to just have a sort of preset character with his own
The
sort of
problem with
background.
having your own character is your own character is just sort of this puppet which has to fit into the world.
It's like an absolute idiot walking around just like, oh,
Just has some
what's going on?
these really obvious preset lines.
And it's just like...
They have to be sort of neutral to everything unless you choose them not to be.
It's like you're the strong idiot friend of everyone, innit? They're just sort of nice to you, so you go and kill everyone.
And then when you play as Geralt, Geralt already has his own personality and likes and dislikes, so it's like you're just fitting in.
Innit? And you can be nice or a dickhead within his
I
personality.
prefer that, personally.
Yeah, man, I see where you're coming from.
What time tomorrow morning?
And I find like in games like Bloodborne, Fallout, Skyrim, I play as my own character, and A, I forget what they look like, B, I forget I made a fucking character.
Innit? I forgot I made a character in Bloodborne. I was at a fucking mask on.
Exactly!
But then again, it's not really a problem with Bloodborne because you don't really get told anything anyway. It's just you run around killing people and you get the odd bit of information, like, so.
Yeah.
Your guy doesn't really need to speak in Bloodborne, does he?
The only game that comes to mind that like had like the character voice acting and stuff where I created my own character and he felt involved in conversations was probably like Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And then when we made a character in Mass Effect 3, he just looked crazy. He had crazy eyes. So we called him Crazy Eyes.
Oh.
And then he just looked crazy in every conversation.
Crazy.
Just like staring people down like,
I think I might have seen Mass Effect 3 guy.
Who's been going down and shoot you?
I think I saw him.
Who's been going down and shoot you? Them aliens get on my ship. At least that's how I imagined he spoke. Except he spoke like Shepard. Those aliens getting on my ship.
It just looks mongoed. Like.
Yeah, just all the time, and it was just that puppet that I was just sort of playing as, which just fit in the world.
I know what you mean.
So to recap, we've got Fallout 4.
That is probably my main hope so far.
It looks better than any other Fallout game that I've played.
From your reaction, I'm definitely more hype than you are, but I can see why. You may have a lot of more of a games with exploration and big worlds to play. Obviously.
I do. It's like every time I there's a game coming out which is really big, like The Witcher 3 came out, I was just a bit like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, man. gave it a bit and then bought it, and then they're like, yeah, man, Fallout 4's coming out. You're just there with a big game and you barely played. Like, fuck's sake. I know what you mean. Fuck that shit.
All my physical PS4 games I haven't finished.
Really?
Yeah.
I finished 2 hours.
Well, I guess you could say I finished Inquisition, but I got that bit of DLC.
Finished 2 of mine, I think, out of 4.
But yeah. So we got Fallout 4.
Yep. Doom.
Yeah, we got Doom.
Doom and Gloom.
Doom looks graphically great, and then the gameplay looks a bit off to me.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Obviously, people are gonna give it the treatment in the old reviews, we hope, and not just say it's good.
If the gameplay's like Rage, then probably nah.
Yeah, I don't really play much Rage.
It was fun, and it looked really good.
I remember it looking nice.
And you know,
PS3.
obviously it was made by id and had id Tech engine, but it certainly didn't feel like a Doom game, and I'd like it to feel different to that.
Isn't it? Especially if it's supposed to be a Doom game.
Dishonored Definitive Edition, Dishonored but shinier.
Yeah.
Dishonored 2.
Probably the reason for buying Definitive Edition, I guess.
Was that it?
Fallout Shelters, is it called?
Yeah, something like that.
No, we can't get it.
What is that, Weens?
It's like a mobile game where you're like the overseer of like a vault. Like obviously you have to deal with all the people. You can send them off to go and have sex and
that's out now,
have
right?
babies. Yeah. We can't get it yet on Android though, but you can on iPhone.
Okay.
Apparently we'll get it in like a month or so. But yeah, it looks alright. You basically send people to go out to forage for food, water and stuff, and you build your little economy, I guess, in your vault. It looks alright. It looks okay.
I'm guessing that'll tie into the main game somehow.
I don't think they said anything about that. I don't think so, unless I was just zoning out. But there you go.
Okay. Alright then! Bethesda conference! Couldn't be asked for the full thing, and thank God I didn't, because was that it? Was that it? 2.5 hours!
The Fallout stuff went on for about an hour, let's face it. But
fuck that shit, it looks fine. The world Fallout, it looks great, fine.
I'm hyped, I'm buying it.
I'm not hyped.
I'm buying it. At least one of us has got to be hyped, you know what I mean?
It's true.
There we go.
Thank you very much for watching. What?
It's what we do, how we do.
Thank you very much for tuning in on us, Blaze.
You're having a bad day.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching Honest Players and the Yee Machine talk about Bethesda, Fallout 4, fucking Doom, Dishonored Definitive, Dishonored 2. Give me that shit sound.
See you next time.
Devil Gang.